Good morning and welcome to the last share, number 3. Before I tuck these up, I'm going to put the big one, I think, behind my folders full of digitals, and the rest of them I'm going to put up on a top shelf, but close enough for me to see that they're there and not forget them. So let's begin with the last of the crew. We'll just go backwards, why not? Another watercolor paper booklet, journal, whatever you might want to call them. This is a collage bit that I just loved. I love greenery and I love the thought of it, and I just did. And this is here because of this bit of pink in the that you see here on the side of the building, and this just because I wanted to. This is my painted bits trying to make this seem to be part of the collage story. So, and here we have a double spread. I was all about being blue on this one, wasn't I? So, a rather large piece of collage, but I love the scenery, and I love this. And these two pieces of paper because they just tickle me. And I love structures, and a large piece of paper with some blue on it. So, let's see. What was I thinking when I told this story? Well, we have some leaves with iridescent. I was quite the iridescent girl at that phase. You can see it over here with in my left hand, and of course some up here, lost but remembered, up here at the top. Just a fun way to spend time, to enjoy myself, to submerge myself in a color. I have no idea what I was thinking with these little red bits. I just thought maybe it. Oh, no. Usually, I have some rhyme or reason, and those centers of these flowers are the red ones. Okay, what's next? Oh my! All right. This one is obviously a fall creation. One piece of collage on top of another piece, and another piece stuck under it, and this one over here, and here, and another one under here, and all the way over from here over to the edge. I just saw this in my mind and decided to do it. I love that tree. This is how it ripped, so I just used some coloration to finish that side. No, I didn't do anything here. I just finished this with green in here so that it would meet and match. And these are some stamps that I have on my very favorite, I'll show it to you, my very favorite color. It's VersaFine. Oh, it's Memento. No, I know it's VersaFine because I love it that much. These are done in VersaFine Toffee. VersaFine Toffee just is a color that tickles me, and I thought it would work so well for fall. Some Carol flowers, of course, here just to do it because I wanted to, and I did the striations on the petals in different colored pens, which is something I don't always do. I usually do it in black and white, but that's, spreading my wings a little bit. So, fall. Okay, what's next? Well, not too much. Boy, do I have room to play in this one. Were I inclined. What do we have? Oh, one more at the back. One more at the back. Collage, of course, you can tell that. Collage. Any more? No. Just this big collection of flowers. And this because I liked the color. And then the rest is, oh yes, I'm sorry. There is some more collage here. I see this piece of music paper. Is there anything hiding back here? Yes, another bit of music paper up there. These old fingers don't always tell me the true story. Ah, yes, and another piece back here, and a piece of music. And 11:19, the right time of the year, and some stenciling, but using different colors. This is my stencil cut out of a file folder, the larger one, smaller one, the medium one, and there's the small one hiding under there. And of course some big old flowers, more of the, this is a leaf stencil, and just playtime, just having fun. And here I obviously just did this. Why not? Absolutely, why not? When you're setting out to play and see what you can put down. And here I see some of my handwriting underneath this. Don't know why, but it's there. And the closure on this one. Pinks. Different kinds of flowers. And this door, that was the focal. And here's my sky colors. Here are my sky colors again. And some fun with doodling. Yes. So, we have an opening and an ending. And they kind of, with a little stretch of the imagination, oh, okay, Carol. See, I was wondering why that would be there when I was talking to you about this, and I thought it was because of the pink of the building, which it is. But right here, with a little pink between, a little coloring, and there it is. So it is, or it had the, in my mind, it was, and goodness, look up here. Yes, of course, Carol. I have to get back to doing that. That is so much fun after you just play practice. So, the 2019 book. And here are some pages. This is a 2018. These are pages that I worked on. And I don't know why I didn't get to, have putting a hole and doing anything in it, but whatever is the reason, I didn't. This is here's a piece of collage on here, in the way. And this is a stencil that I colored in, leaves, and on a piece of collage that I colored in, more of my, my very favorite. This is a piece of collage, and I think I used this piece up here for coloration down here. Okay. Let's see. We can see. Did I use any? Yes, sure I did. Okay. This was in March 2018. And let's see if the back worked with that. Yes. Oh my. Yes, it did. And a huge flower that just made me happy, and just some working around the edges, and something that I discovered for backgrounding things. I'm sure somebody else has discovered it, but I'll share that with you when we move along. This is so easy to do, and yet it gives a lovely background color. Something that I thought I discovered. Of course, there's no discovery that somebody hasn't had before. So, let's see what we have. Okay. Here was going to be the next page that for some reason I moved on, I didn't get to, but here this is, Fussy Cut and Waiting. And you'll notice that this paper is matte, and this is shiny. So, that was going to be gotten to. Ah, yes. Here is the pear. And let's see. Am I looking at this? Now let me think a minute. Let me get some focus here. I didn't finish this one. But neither did I have them together, because obviously it wouldn't work that way. So the focal plant, the leaf, and a background backed with gesso. Here is me. This is Carol practicing doing this here and getting this center. And I think this center, to me playing to try to get it. Here is some, yes, here's some more of me sketching in some more of this, which could very easily be taken from up here. No, it can't. It's just Carol playing. It's a long time. And these are the outlines, and I left them that way because I thought they worked. So this is all play practice to see if I could achieve this. And in some cases, I think I got pretty close, and I enjoy doing that. Patting myself, of course, on the shoulder. There's no one in this room but me, so I'm allowed to do that. What over here? These two have to go this way. Okay. So, this is an old stencil, more stencils, and I know you're surprised that you don't see my favorites, but I got past it a little bit. So, let me get these together here. All right. This is the piece I cut out of the big book. This is my attempt at finishing this. Let me see if it's here. Okay, there it is. Yes, okay. And I think I was getting closer and closer to being able to fool the eye and make it look like it was one. This, right around here, are the leaves that went with this. Here, and here, and here, and it stops. Of course, this is the paper. This is the play piece. I wanted to make these look like this, and I guess I must have held my mouth right on that day, because as you can see, it got kind of close. I don't know why I stopped doing that, because I loved it, but I think that's when journaling hit. Yes, I think that's the reason. Okie dokie. And here, a large yes, a large collage piece. This just stencil to use the colors and make them work with this. This, 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 and this I added to. I didn't have anything, I guess the idea was here, but I didn't do the coloring. I added a little bit to it, and I did these doodles on here. So do not even begin to ask me how much I enjoy doing that. I just absolutely do. Now, okay, these pages are going to get tucked away. And here we go to this one. In 2017, I don't know how, I don't know when I managed to sleep, but here it is. Let me show you. I'm going to go out a bit so that you can really see this. Let's see if I can get it on screen. Let's see if I can get this. This goes out quite far. I think that's it. Okay. So here it is. Again, my cutting. Cutting of a leaf. Cutting of a leaf. This is my file folder stencil. And all of this, oh, and this, a type of watercolor. I don't know if any of you are familiar with it, but some of you might, of course, are, and might not be. I'm going to pop up and get this to show you. Well, I had them in my hand the other day, and you know, I did something that I know better than to do. I put it away carefully. That never works. That means it's down a mouse hole. Well, this is powder, watercolor powder. You just put it on and spray some water and sit and watch it happen. Literally. But the crux of this whole sheet was this piece from my cleanup book. If you can see here, these colors and the greens were what was cleaned up on this page out of the book. And I loved it. It was just so very pretty. And there again, these areas open to being leaves, and some black. I have not found out yet what I used on some of these. This is just doodles. Doodles, doodles. Okay. Alrighty. And get this closer to you, so that, let me find out a place. I've got so many lights here. I ought to have, I guess I ought to have more. So, that's the, that was the beginning. And then there's this page tucked in. This is, I haven't been in this book in many years. Ah, yes. This is a background. I was practicing with grayed out backgrounds that worked. I don't know how I managed that. I don't know. This is some more of the tiny touches of the powder that just went, they didn't go too far. but this is using the colors that you find to make them into something, and in my case, I made them into these flowers. We'll have to do some more of that until you see how much fun it is, and you see there's some more yellow over here. It's there. I didn't make anything out of it because the color wasn't strong enough, I guess. Okie dokie, here's another one. Here's another one. This is cut see what's under there. No. Okay. I started out with a big circle. That was my plan. Had no other plan. I wanted to do this with my Josanya Gold, and I put in some tendrils coming off, and I did some colored flowers and this is dark blue, for those of you who can see that fine, I hope so. That's very, very, very dark midnight blue. But then there's this. These are Carol's file folder stencils right here. Okay. And then I saw that space and said, okay, why don't we just put a yellow background on there and some more flowers. And then I saw someone on YouTube painting by leaving negative spots. The spots didn't come first. The paint was what happened and made the spots work. I didn't do it after this, and yet I quite love it. I'll have to think about how that works, and I'm going to give it another try, and I'll show you my my progress. What's here now? What is here? Okay, nothing on that one. And that's, of course, ready for the next round. Oh, and here are two geometrics that are there for a reason. If you will remember yesterday or the day before, my wonderful favorite wax paper, you will remember that I showed you this sort of thing in one of my other smaller pieces. And these were the leftovers. Okay, this piece, and of course here, this one, this, here, and here. And my challenge was the background. And there's my favorite again. You can see it's Carol if you see that stencil. I can't help myself. I really can't. I wanted to try white on these, and I'm not too upset. The only reason I'm not upset... Oh, I know what I did. There was something under here about her face that bothered me. So I used some gesso to whiten her up. I don't know why it bothered me. It was off-putting. I don't know what it was. And so here was this, and I put these little bit of cheeks on to give her a little color, and a little touch here. I think I worked, yes, a little touch here around the eyes, just to, oh, and I put the dot and the reflection in the eye. Those are her lips. I just put some paint over them. So that's the reason, I believe, for the white here. I wanted to see what would happen. And this whole piece, this whole thing, is seeing what would happen. With the colors presented in her outfit, here is some undercolor. And then it got, I used some gold paint on top of it. Here, to bring out, oh, I know, this male silhouette, I think she looked too much like that. And I just said, you know, I want her different, so different, to be done differently, and I did. Okay, so here you see there's something under and then something over. Now, what's happening here? Anything? Oh, my Lord, it just goes on and on. I forgot about this. Okay, let's look. Wait a minute. Let's close this and put it over here and open this. Well, weren't you just the girl, Carol? And this all ended and stopped when journaling hit me. And I don't mind, but that's what happens. So here we are again with the stencils that go with the collage bits that go with this. And more of making the background work with. And using white. And finding the white pen that would do the job the way I wanted it to, basically. So, in August 2019, in August 2017, I don't think I slept in 2017, because my head was continually doing this. See, there's so many layers. This pink layer with the stenciling on it is up here too. The whole thing might have been pink, I don't know. Well, it's an adventure. It's an adventure. Let me close this. Let me close this. Let me lay this down. My, isn't this one? Okay. Let's leave this open, and this open, and this and this. And here's where things... Oh, I wanted something here to show. This is... These two marbles I had, of course, in my stash of collage bits. And here's the reason for these. And I do believe that at one point I had a stencil that looked like that. I'm not going to claim that I did it because I believe I had a stencil. So the background was just shades of Prussian and dark colors so that it would look black, and grays to bring out, gray down here to bring out the marbles. So that was the reason for this, so that it would, whatever I do on, whatever I would have done on this page would show through here. And I put these together with, as you can see, with washi, and I didn't know, I was too new to it, didn't know that you really had to add glue to washi, so some of these are a little tricky. But, live and learn. Oh, let me see what's here. Oh, more to come. Alrighty, let's close over to here. Is there anything in here? Oh, yes. Okay. Let's do what? Let's just flip this over like this. Okay. Okay. This is collage. This is collage. This is collage. This is a piece of Japanese origami paper. This is collage. This is one of my longy stencils. Down here we have more origami paper and a piece of collage. And right here, this bowl of apricot-colored roses is a collage. Some of these little bits that are here and here, collage. couple of pieces. Oh, a couple of pieces. Oh, these were in with the roses. Yes, because I tried to balance this part of it. I tried to balance that by doing this, and that's the reason for the purple, because of these flowers. So this is collage. My, didn't I do some crazy fussy cutting? I don't know in this world how I ever got the glue there to work like that. And this is Carol. This is one of my play pieces to do this over here. And another one of the bows that I kept, and just telling a collage story with bits that you have cut out, and in my case, playing with watercolors to see how close I could get. These are me. This had this bit, and that's all. So, and this leaf over here. So all of this is Carol. And wait a minute, no, fibbing. Okay, it stopped right there. The stem for this one stopped right there. So I did the rest of these, and it's part of what I discovered that I will share with you, because some of you might be interested. I know you're going to say you're crazy when I say this, but it's so simple to do this. Well, you'll see just how simple it is. I promise. Anything hiding in there? No. Okay. Turn the page, Carol. Oh, how nice that looks. Cutting makes... Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Hello, world. This... I just like this kind of surprise thing. And I think it's the back. Okay. Here was another circle thing that Carol had, and of course I had this beautiful flower. And so I just kept going. This is another circle here, and this is drawn up to here. This is the collage, as you can tell, and then this is what I added, and here, this is a stencil, and all of these are Carol's, or what I saw in the book. The leaves looked like this, so that's why I tried doing them. And as you can see, I did more of this. I'm wondering if I didn't tell a fib. I'm wondering if I used the blue watered down to make circles, to make this. And certainly, well, this is no big deal. This is just lines, if you have the patience, and I do, because you don't do needlepoint, the kind of needlepoint I did, and not have the patience to do this. And it was fun. And then journaling. So, let's see if we have anything hiding back here. What's back here? Oh, another one. Oh, this keeps giving. This is the gift that keeps giving. Well, what do we have? Yes, 1117. It's beautiful chrysanthemum. And this is my largest one of my very favorites. And the ribbons and the leaves behind the ribbons. Practice playing. And As you can see, got that iridescent going. Okay, and to the leaves. And what have we here? Nothing, probably. Nothing. Okay. And 12, 17. I thought when I looked at it, kind of a Christmassy thing. Lots of collage bits here. This one. Some of these bits are papers that I had in my cleanup book, and I used them. I turned them into collage. Some of these leaves are me. Some aren't. Okay, I did some white ones on top of this. Wait a minute now. Let me feel this. I think that might be, yes, it must be collage. Okay. Yes. The background with the cut. Love those cuts. So, we've gone through the year. It has some pages in, ready to go. I wonder, oh, the back. The end. The end. And probably one of my faves. Believe it or not. That stamp that I love. Colored in. This is the stencil. These three cut. And this is what you just saw. Here is the piece of collage, and the stem was there. Then I added these to bring it out a bit. And up here, this is a carol. Whoa, trying to get close. This white is so grayed down that trying to get close. Let me see. Let's just do that if we can here. Since we're as far out as we can go, let's go in. Trying to get close to that gray shade was not the easiest, and getting these little mottles of red on were fun to do also. I didn't do too much with this because at this stage I think I was probably ready to sign myself in and get help. But I hope that you have enjoyed this visit. The last of my share before these get put up. And I had a reason for having this. I don't know where, so I'm just going to put it in. Oh, I know where. Please bear with me for a moment. I kind of love that. So that one gets a little help. This has been a journey down memory lane for me, and I hope one that you will enjoy. I think I'll put this one here because I really am happy with that center. Don't know if I could do it again, but that's not the point. And the pages from this one, which is quite different from the others, and much fun doing. If you have enjoyed this third and last trip down memory lane with me, please consider giving me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and I would appreciate you're subscribing to my channel. We have the year ahead with many things to do. If you would like to see something more in this book or in this one, just let me know. Bye now. I'm back because I found the watercolor powders. If I had bothered to look on the next shelf, there they were, in front, next to this. This is all you need. A spray bottle, a nice fine spray, and things like this. Here are the colors, and you can see under the top what they are. They're called Nuance watercolor powders, and I have the magenta. I didn't get all of them because that would be completely silly. I have the mauve. I have the purplish, the turquoise, the yellow, the darker yellow, and green. And let me show you what's in here. Goodness gracious, I hope I can show you. All right, my fingers, I'm not going to take the chance with this because if I crack it hard, they'll go all over the place. But it is just the finest possible powder. And as you can see it, let's get close. Maybe we can do that. You see that powder? Just a little bit. You can put it on any little receptacle. I usually put it on with a little palette knife, and I just put the colors around wherever. And water, fine mist. There you go. These are watercolors. I haven't used them in a while, and right at this point I have forgotten the name of them, but these were used to color tintypes and to color early photography. That's how long these have been around. And wow, 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 do they work. If you want to take watercolor with you any place, you can just take those. Okay, all of these colors: poinsettia red, Jane's gray, magenta, cobalt, forget-me-not blue. And what you do is you take your paintbrush and you put it on here, and there you go with paint. You can add more water to it. The more you take, I've used this one. I've taken some of the color. There's still plenty there. Damp brush, wettish brush, here onto your paper. Wonderful things, and I'll try to think of the name. It's been, wow, probably 2015 since I've had them. I treated myself to them, and I've been known to just take these blood red, arbutus pink, arbutus. You can tell the names are from alizarin red. You can tell the names. Arbutus. Arbutus was a very pretty flower back in the 18th century. So, those, and in case I ever forget where they are, you can tell me, because now you know. See, this is a part of cleaning up your your little studio, and then you don't remember on small things like this. So, there we are. Watercolor backgrounds, and of course they have many more of these, and let me show you again. Nuance, watercolors, and all the information that you want on them. I'm sure that you can find them quite easily. Isn't that a yellow? And it is. Well, now I'll go again. Bye now.